Alright, back again here in Packet Treasure Exploring Internetworking Devices. Objectives. Part 1. Identify physical characteristics of Internetworking devices. Part 2. Select correct models for connectivity. Part 3. Connect devices. Background. In this activity, you will explore different options available on Internetworking device. You will also be required to determine which option provides the necessary connectivity when connecting multiple devices. Finally, you will add the correct modules and connect the devices. Note: scoring for this activity is a combination of packet tracer automate scoring and your record answer to the questions posed in the instructions. See the suggestion scoring rubric at the end of this activity and consult with your instructor to determine your final score. Part 1. Identify physical characteristics of Internetworking device. Step 1. Identify the management ports of a Cisco router. Click the East router. The physical tab should be active. The East router here physical and it's active. Zoom in and expand the window to see the entire router. So zoom in and expand the entire window like this. And which management port are available? There is two: aux port and console port. And step 2. Identifying the LAN and WAN interface of a Cisco router. Which LAN and WAN interface are available on the East router and how many are they? There? This right here is LAN and WAN. Click the CLY tab and enter the following comments. So open the CLY and you get started. Ease, show IP interface, read. Right. The output verifies the correct number of interfaces and their designation. The VLAN 1 interface is a virtual interface that only exists in software. How many physical interfaces are listed? There is 1, 2, 3, 4. Gigabit Internet 0/0, Gigabit Ethernet 0/1, serial 0/0/0, and serial 0/0/1. And C, enter the following comments. Alright, should enter the following comments again. Show interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Right. And the question is, what is the default bandwidth of this interface? The default bandwidth here's bandwidth is million kilobit. It's a million kilobit. And again, show interface serial 0/0/0. And here it is. And what is the default bandwidth of this interface? The default bandwidth is here. BW is 1544 kilobit. And step 3 is identifying module expansion slots on switches. A. How many expansion slots are available to add additional modules to each router? So we're going back to the SQL, and this is just only one expansion slots because the other one is blocked. And click switch 2 or 3, how many expansion slots are available? So we close this and switch 2. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 slot expansion in switch 2, and 5 expansion also in switch 3. And we're going to part 2, select correct modules for connectivity. Step 1, determine which modules provide the required connectivity. A. Click ease and then click the SQL tab. Click ease and SQL tab is active. On the left beneath the modules label, you see the available option to expand the capabilities of the router. Click each module. A picture and a description displays at the bottom. Familiarize yourself with this option. So beneath the modules, there's plus extension we can add to this part. And first, you need to connect PC123 to the east router, but you do not have the necessary funds to purchase the new switch. Which module can you use to connect the 3 pieces to the east router? So we have to connect the 3 pieces to this router, so we have to choose the expansion port. So we see there's the picture here, and this, maybe we should use this, the HWIC-4ESW, because there is have 4 ports and we have to connect 3 pieces. How many hosts can you connect to the router using this module? Oh yeah, I mentioned that there is 4 hosts you can connect for this expansion. And click switch 2. Which module can you insert to provide a gigabit optical connection? Gigabit optical connection to switch 3. Alright, switch 2. Here is Ethernet port, so we don't want it. Fast Ethernet interface, we don't want it too. And gigabit Ethernet, but this is a chopper connectivity, not optical. This is fast Ethernet, we don't need it either. And this gigabit Ethernet with optical connectivity, so we want this expansion. So here's in the bottom one, here it is. And moving on to step 2, add the correct modules and a power up device. Click ease and attempt to insert the appropriate module from step first A. So we have to click ease, router ease, and we have to add that expansion we found right here. Maybe zoom in. We have to plug it in. Yeah, there is cannot add a module when the power is on. Here's the instruction. The cannot add a module when the power is on. Message should display interface for this router module are not hot swappable. The device must be turned off. Click the power switch located to the right of the Cisco logo to turn off east. Insert the appropriate module from step first A. When done, click the power switch to power up east. So we have to turn it off first before we can add this module. So turn it off, plug it in, and we turn it out again. And no, if you insert the wrong module and need to remove it, drag the module down to the its picture in the bottom right corner and release the mouse button. So using the same procedure, insert the appropriate module from step first B in the empty slot furthest to the right in both switch 2 and 3. Use the show, alright. we make this C works first. So switch to, we use this bottom one. First we have to turn it off, plug it in, and turn it on again. And switch 3, same thing, turn it off, the bottom one, plug it in, and turn it on again. And use the show IP interface brief command to identify the slot in which the module was placed. So we're going to the switch to CLI, and then show IP interface brief. And here it is, the gigabit Ethernet 5/1. Alright, we're going to the switch 3. So why? Show IP interface brief. Here it is, gigabit Ethernet 5/1. Same thing. And we check the router 2. So why? Same thing. Show IP interface brief. And here it is, the fast Ethernet has 4 and done. And click the West router. The physical tab should be active. Install the appropriate module that will add a serial interface to the engine high-speed 1 interface. Slot on the right, you can cover any unused slot to prevent dust from entering the router. Optional. Router West. And we have to choose this HYIC, not this. No, this. Yeah, it is HYIC. We should plug it in, but remember you have to turn it off first, and then you plug it in on this, and then turn it off again, and you can cover this with this. Sorry, this can cover it up, this, from dust. Oh yeah, we should turn it off, plug in, and turn it on again, and use the appropriate command to verify the new serial of install. Maybe we can check CLI. Yeah, unsign it. Alright, we're going to part 3, connect devices. This may be the first activity you have done where you are required to connect device, although you may not know the purpose of the different cable types. Use the table below and follow these guidelines to successfully connect all the devices. Select the appropriate cable type. Click the first device and select the specific interface. Click the second device and select the specific interface. If you correctly connect the devices, you will see your score increase, like in here. Example, to connect ease to switch 1, select the super straight through cable type, click ease and choose gigabit Ethernet 0/0, then click switch 1 and choose gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Your scope should now be 4 of 52. Now for the purposes of this activity, link light are disabled. The devices are not configured with an IP addressing, so you are unable to test connectivity. So we're going to connect it with the cable. So here's the instruction below. Device is gigabit internet, chopper straight through. From the east, gigabit internet 0/0 to the switch 1, gigabit internet Ethernet 0/1. Right, the score 4 of 52 here in the corner, bottom right corner. And we move on. Is the same thing. Yeah, we use chopper stripe through the East gigabit Ethernet 0/1 to the switch 4 gigabit Internet 0/1, and here it is 5. And same chopper from the East, but we use fast Ethernet 0/1/0 here to the PZ1 fast Ethernet 0. Same thing, fast Ethernet 0/1/1 to PC2 fast Ethernet 0. Again, fast Ethernet 1 0/1/2 to this fast Ethernet 0. And we move on to the switch 1 with the chopper straight through again, but with the switch 1 fast Ethernet 0/1 here to the PC4 right here, and fast Ethernet 0, same thing, fast Ethernet 2 here to fast Ethernet 0, again fast Ethernet 0/3 to PC6 fast Ethernet 0. So moving on to the switch 4, we super crossover. Here is super crossover. The switch 4 gigabit Internet 0 gigabit Internet 0/2 to the switch 3 here gigabit Internet Ethernet 3/1. Here it is. And switch 3 we use a fiber here. Switch 3 gigabit Ethernet 5/1 to the switch 2 gigabit Ethernet 5/1. And we're going to chopper straight through again. Here, chopper straight through from the switch 2 fast Ethernet 0/1 to the PC7 fast Ethernet 0. Same thing, fast Ethernet 1/1 to the PC8 fast Ethernet 0. Fiber again. Sorry, super straight again from the fast Ethernet 2/1 to the fast Ethernet 0. And the last is serial here 0/0/0 serial DCE here, the DCE serial from the East serial 0/0/0 to the West serial 0/0/0, and it all connected. As you can see from this, is 52 out of 52, so it's complete. We can check the result here. Connectivity test or assignment items, it's all checked. It means it's all connect. So that's all for the Cisco Exploring Internetworking device. And thank you. My name is Danny Julio. My name is 415 1771 1109. Terima kasih.